What's going on, everybody? My name's Derek and welcome back to Fatal RPM. Today we got the last piece of the puzzle, this little guy right here. So it took about, I'd say 2 weeks or so for this to come in. It still came in a lot quicker. It got here before the soonest expected date, which was the second. And when I got it was the 29th. Today's actually the 1st. So I got it a day ahead of time, but it's whatever. The brake caliper was literally, or not the caliper, but the cylinder was here literally within like 2 or 3 days. So let's get downstairs, show you how I got this all set up and get them put on the bike. All right, so now we're downstairs here in the living room. This is everything laid out. So let me go from the top to the bottom. This one's gonna be the brake side. This one's gonna be the clutch side or the shift side. And then we have these 2 brake calipers or brake cylinders here. So starting off, what I changed up with these is these were the original spots that these pegs were meant to be put into. They supplied longer bolts here. So I actually just lined them up with the bearing on the pivot point. I feel like that would be a little more comfortable. So they pivot at the same angle with the peg. Now, so this is the new one that I got on here. It had the tie rod end, the threaded one, unlike the old one here. I took the boot off the old one here, put a little bit of the grease in there, sealed that up because this thing was literally black. So I expect this to get really dirty and I don't want anything getting in there. So we swapped the boot over to that. Now I went and got the bolts for these here, and you can see they are the M8, so that's the size on there, and then the 1.25 mil thread on the bolt. And what my idea is to have these 2 longer bolts here, mounting the top holes on both of those. Then these ones here actually go onto the bike, holding the bracket onto the bike, and then these ones here going through here with the nut on the back. These ones here, and they are nylon ends, so they shouldn't back off. But for some added security, I have 2 little washers here to go between the nut and the back of this. But also, just quick to show you the difference in these 2 here. So this is the one that came on the bike. As you can see, the bodies are about the same length. Holes and everything line up, but look at the difference in the length of this here. So you may not be able to tell on camera, but it's about a 1/2 inch difference between these 2 here. And this one has a tie rod end on it, so it actually does pivot around, as where this one is kind of in a fixed position. So that's the reason why that wasn't able to fit on here. But you can see I already got the fluid reservoir on there. All the bolts and everything are the same. This here is for the rear brake switch. I'm not going to wire this up. I just have this on here so I don't have to go and re-bleed the rear brakes whenever I put on the rear undertail. So I have this on here for now, which I am going to tuck up inside. That just gets wired into the OEM brake switch. But you can see the bodies are the same. This one is a Nissan caliber. Let's get this on the bike. I have everything installed that I need to have installed. Other than that, let's get it on the bike, set up, bleed the brakes, and then go out for a test ride and see how they work. All right, so here we are outside. I just got it kind of mocked up. Got the brake line reconnected, the switch on here. I got this bolt tightened down just slightly. The bracket is in there nice and tight. Now we just gotta line the holes up back there like that. Put this screw in. It's a 13mm bolt that goes on the back of the screw. The screw itself has a 6mm head, so that's this guy. Basically all we're gonna do is slide the bolt in, take the nut, put it on the back. Come on. The nut on the back, get it started. This is not gonna go all the way down because of the little nylon strip. Need to take our 6mm hex, put it on the end of a wrench. I kind of wish I had a box wrench here, but I don't have one. And then, oh no, I can't fit this on the back. All right, well, I'm gonna have to use pliers then. Just need to get the pliers back here. This is where vice grips will come in use. All right, that's looking sturdy. Got that on there. Now all we gotta do is bleed the brakes, but we got this all on here. So you can see the nut down here. So we're on the bracket there. This has no play. This has no play. Yay, all right. I just gotta find a place to mount this. Honestly, I'll probably just leave it up right there. It's not going anywhere. Alrighty. Just time to do the same thing on the side. This side's a little easier because I have better access. I say this now, but this one's on there, tightened. This is as tight as this is gonna get. I don't like all this play. This bar, these nuts and the bar spin in the same direction. So if I spin the bar, it spins the nuts, which is stupid. This is supposed to tighten the bar, and yeah, nah. But I need to tighten this down if I can get something in there to do that. But tighten that down and should be all set. But let's get the riding position tested first. Honestly, I like it. I do like it. I'm sitting a little far up because there are like bugs and shit on the bike. I gotta clean the bike off. It being outside, that tends to happen, but I'm liking it. So I'm gonna get this tightened down, and then we'll see for sure. I'm out of brake fluid, so I can't bleed the brakes at this very second. So I'm actually gonna run up to the store, grab some brake fluid and a few other things. But in the meantime, just throw the cap back on. And I guess I'll wrap up the video here. Overall, I really like the look of these. Just seeing that lets me see what I want the rest of the bike to look like. So I'm really liking the way it looks. And I'm liking the way it feels as well. So like, let me scoot this out the way. If I bring the bike up, you can see really. What? Hold up, time out. Look how far up that needs to go. I'm gonna have to lower that so that that's, no. Like that's down, that's up. No. Yeah, no. I can't have that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to switch that, but other than switching that, seems to be all good. So thanks for watching the video today, guys. The next thing I'm thinking about doing is probably gonna be like a sanding tutorial because I have to get the body work and everything ready. And then a few other things behind that. I have a few other projects that I wanna get done sometime soon. So we may have those videos coming up. Hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. Whenever you subscribe, don't forget to hit the little bell icon right next to the subscription button. That lets you know whenever I drop a new video. Also, if you subscribe, that means more content. More content equals better content. The more and more I do this, the better I'm hoping to get. The better I get, the more you'll enjoy. So thanks again, guys. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.
I recall Central Park and fall. Not the shame.